What's up, YouTube? Billy Throttle here. Back to Peglin. We're with the OG Peglin character on Cruciball 4, where Misnavigation is increased to 5. Misnavigation damage is increased to 5. All right, we can start with extra pegs, or extra bombs, refresher course, or strange brew. Let's take strange brew. See what we can do with that. Let's see if we can kill off the other pea shooter, and then we try to collect some gold. For 42 gold. At 48, almost at the magical 50. There we go. All right, the oozes or the slimes really aren't super exciting just yet. None of these truly are, though. And every time I see Splat Orb when I'm not using Spinventer, where it gets like the default buff, it always feels a little worse. Let's see. I feel like there's certain ones I just kind of pass on all the time, and maybe I should consider them more often. Yeah. Double damage slime makes pegs durable, contributes 2 times damage, 4 times non-negative if peg downgraded. Interesting. Don't fully understand what that all means, but what's this look like upgraded? We'll take this. We don't use it very often. We'll see if it does anything decent. Maybe the extra early gold generation will be worthwhile. Should be uncovering our bomb. Okay, that wasn't the way I was wanting to go about the bomb, but it worked. I do enjoy a little bit of darkness here and there. I mean, it's okay damage. Upgraded. Sure. Although we are gonna have to start to consider, you know, we're gonna want some targeting stuff, we're gonna want some piercing stuff. We don't have either yet. We have this bomb to kill the pea shooters. we light one of these bombs off, we'll be okay. If we light both bombs off, even better. This is targeting. See, Cruciball. That does a little bit of a crit shenanigans, but we have Strange Brew too. Let's take Concentrication for the targeting aspect of it. So we do have the mole, so targeting's good there. Okay, well, let's go this way. All right, Pebballs get buffed. No, we've got enough of them. Let's take that early. We don't currently have enough gold for a shop. Okay, as I say. Oh God, I hate when we do that. Hate when I do that. I hate when I do that. This targets everybody. I always feel weird taking this whenever I don't have other Spinfaction, but I'm gonna try it. We are going to duplicate one orb, which would be this option. Okay, another of the blind orb. Unicorn horn. Every 4 question mark nodes visited will be a chest. Sure. And we're gonna try to collect some gold and, I say, attempt to get that free relic. But wow, no, I don't want the fireballs. I feel like Act 1's been a lot of nothing so far. No, this pierces through everything. This could be our bomb. Would be nice. Is this other bomb still blocked? No. As much as I would want to take a rub orb, I think we need to start upgrading some of the stuff we have. Do I want to do Cauldron Bubble? No, let's... Okay, as we'll get to Cauldron Bubble pretty quick, and that might be half decent here. Maybe if we have a easy to hit crit, we skip straight to it. We don't have an easy to hit crit, at least with Cauldron Bubble. Should just probably skipped by that. Wasn't gonna hit that crit. Alright, we're gonna have to consider a heal for the boss too. We're getting a little low on health. So we don't know what this could be. Not happy, we're gonna take a heal. So I would like to not take a lot of damage here, and I would also like to get enough money to upgrade something. Wow, I feel like I haven't shot this guy off in a while. Kind of forgot we had him. Let's upgrade him since he is our targeting orb. All right, Pebbles are buffed a little, so I guess they're not an automatic skip. Let's go to this guy. I was hoping to hit the crit, although it wouldn't have made a huge difference. And actually, the funny thing is, I know you can't. This boss does not take blind, so don't take the blind orbs in expectations of blinding him. So. Are you kidding me? I thought that was lined up well enough to hit the refresh. I should have skipped the one to the targeting orb, because he's going to be in our face this shot here. I didn't like how it died completely when I hit that. All right, ball lengths, get in here. You might be the new team MVP. This doesn't feel like a tender cactus run. Sapper sack. Also doesn't feel like a sapper sack run. Start a battle, gain 5 spin S, but board contains 1 less refresh. I don't think we really we're not doing much special crit stuff. We only have 1 crit currently, so consuming chalice feels a little underwhelming. Sure. I was trying to aim at the crit and it was just bending all around. Let's try. Sometimes it's a little deceiving as to where people can be and still get hit by ball lengths, but okay. There's a refresh. All right, before we buy anything, let's check out our map. Okay, we got a shop here that we most likely would not go to intentionally. We have a shop here. So I think we'll go this path. Is there anything good here? If not, we have plenty of stuff we still need to upgrade. It's not Bully Ball. It's definitely not Protect Orb. Go for the Ice Circle. Always feels too weak. We already have a little bit of AoE targeting. Ball Links covers a little bit of, like, you know, the AoE and the targeting, so that's nice. Let's just upgrade Ball Links. Interesting. I feel like you usually don't hit it this early. Doesn't matter for this boss. Sure. Wouldn't mind at this point trying to hit a little bit of something that helps us gain max HP. Say 50 HP sometimes feels a little bit bad, but you do most stages let you keep up on your healing, so. Let's see if we can hit a refresh here. And no, they're gonna stay blocked. There we go. Okay. I was hoping to have a nice full board for this ball length shot. Summoning Circle. Alright, we may have just wasted a lot of the money we needed for the shop, but... Forgot we had this. Ooh, Refilibuster. Yes, please. Actually, let's... Okay, it's the wall. As I say, if it's the painting, then you kill the paintings pretty quick. But Refilibuster is definitely wanted on this team. There is a crit there. Surprised we hit it, but we're gonna wait for this guy to come back around. Let's see if we can get this refresh. I say we should have this dead soon, but at least I say we're gonna have some blind on this guy. Oh, he doesn't take blind. Ooh. News to me. I'm gonna look at this real quick. Actually, no. Well, yeah, we'll still look at it. On level 3, +1/+2 for each Pebble and Bulldorb in your deck. All Pebbles, Bulldorbs, and Orbalists gain +1/+1. Attacks enemies in targeted column. I mean, we still have all of our Pebbles, although I do want to get rid of them. We're going to take this. And this will be our way to increase our max HP. Prevent the first time you lose health each battle. Or deal 2 times damage when health is below 25%. I mean, that's scary when we're at 25%. Because that's, what, 12 and a half? So 12 HP. Let's just do Puppet. See, it's a 3-5. All right, we'll probably end up skipping Dag Orb. Trying to use our filibuster to our advantage here. That and bombs to kill some of these back rows. How did it manage to get this many pegs around these bombs, but not touch the bombs? I call shenanigans. Summoning Circle needs an upgrade. We just have a lot of orbs that need upgrades, so... Let's see. Cookie could have been nice. I guess we're healing with the ingot, so... Maybe Cookie's not as necessary. Okay, perfect. I believe Ballanx only takes out enemies on the same level. So, like, I know we dropped it on the guy's head. That's why he died, but... Yeah, as I said, please let me, shoot restore. I missed we had more guys off screen. Alright, we could consider a Poltergeist. You know what, we're kind of weak, and we don't really have a way to buff it. Let's just keep leveling up some of the things we have. Right, we're not gonna see a shop, so... And I'm gonna assume the blind doesn't work on the wall boss either, so that's not like a... Actually, do not like our setup for this boss. These are kind of the same, just rearranged differently, so... Okay, each crit triggered for projectile attacks cause them to pierce. We don't really have a whole lot of crits. Although we are triggering, when we do have crits, we are triggering them 3 times. Or we could just go with putting more crits on the board. Let's do this, because I feel... Yeah, well, okay. So we're going to miss out on piercing. Alright, that's fine. I feel like a lot of times I hit the only crit on the board. Sometimes just like, I just got lucky there. The extra crits might help, you know, with the wall boss, you know, actually doing okay damage with like Dag Orb and stuff, so. Nothing exciting. Just gonna keep trying to add a little bit of damage. Since this boss is just a DPS race. Let's skip one of these, get us a little closer to our targeting orb. Damn it. The sad part is that did not give us any extra HP for firing off that orb with Summoning Circle. I kind of keep my fingers crossed that wasn't the case. We got a removal here. All right, let's see what happens. Let's go straight to ball lengths, kinda. A couple good orbs to hit early, since they don't. We could target the wall with it, and not the knights. I was hoping that knight was close enough to the wall, but was not. Refreshes are in not ideal spots. Okay, there we go. This may have just saved our run because I was not going to hit those refreshes. Okay, good hit on the crit. Come on. I'd prefer if you kind of homed in on that, yeah, on that refresh. Okay, I think we're doing okay here, damage-wise, so. So Summoning Circle with Dag Orb. If we have an easy crit, that maybe gives us the win. I'm kind of like almost out on Cauldron Bubble at this point. It's supposed to be our AoE. Well, I guess we're probably not going to get rid of it. Molten Mantle fan. -2, -3. I feel like our orbs aren't strong enough to deal with the -2, -3. I don't think we want pegs to have durable. I wish we had two more gold. Do I care if I upgrade Cauldron Bubble? Probably not. Do I care if I upgrade Kebab Nard? How do you even say that? Caban Orb? Caban Orb? Caban Orb? I'm Caban Orb. Probably not. I would like to get rid of those. That could happen at events. Most likely would happen at shops. I guess we don't really want heals. All right, we're gonna take Molten Mantle. I was thinking I was gonna save it for heals. But with Infernal Ingot, we don't typically need to buy heals. Okay. I'm gonna have to like fight my instincts to like want to like upgrade stuff still. we have to preserve our heal. Or our single removal or whatever it might be. Guess complex call. All right, let's skip Summoning Circle. I would like to get my HP upgrade. Resist. Wow, look at those 3 shops. Let's go say hi to the elite, and then we'll probably make our way over towards at least one of the 2 shops. I hate this guy. All right, maybe I don't hate him as bad today. Exploitable, create 2 gold whenever the board's refreshed. Whenever a crit is triggered, deal damage to all enemies equal to your orb's crit damage and number of crits. You know what? I mean, we're hitting 3 times. Sure. Maybe that wasn't the right call, but I mean, Dag Orb, it could be like, you know, a decent amount of damage. Immune to damage while reloading. I keep forgetting I have this, and then I hear the little thing, and I'm like, I guess I should be like, we can go down here and guarantee us a free relic. All right, probably an orb removal. Yeah, okay, we can still make it there. No, we're gonna make this guy fairly blind pretty quickly, so. It was weird watching that go straight through the big guy. Tax gain +2/+0 for every crit on the board, or target Excuse me, target attacks also hit nearby enemies. So 1 target attack, 2 target attacks. I think that just stretches it out. Damage collected gold also contributes to damage. All right, let's do this. And we want to go to the right. All the way to the right if we can get there. All right, we were saying max health is nice. I don't care for any of these. I wish you could they gave you like a slight monetary something on skip. Some of the other card games I play do that. Like Monster Train, if you skip something, you can get like 10 gold or something, you know. Or nothing. I had a fun run with that. I'd say a fun run. We had a fun boss fight with that recently. All right, we'll take an upgrade. I mean, creating extra gold when we have Molten Mantle, I guess that's positive. This would have been great so much earlier in the run. But I guess Prime Rod of Frost is good too for this boss. He sends out a lot of little minions that get in the way and might be able to pierce them. I'm just hearing all of the enemies, not all of the enemies die, a lot of the enemies die. Let's skip by there. I would say this might give us an idea of how many people are left at this point. Two. Projectile and targeted attacks damage is split between the original attack and additional attack targeting the furthest enemy. That actually might not be terrible at this point, considering a lot of the boss is going to send a lot of little minions towards us. So like we'll be able to sneak in damage to him every time. Refreshive's also going to be nice because once again, lots of little minions on the board. So we'll keep refreshing the board. Let's take the refreshive. I can hear us collecting gold. I'm like, are we chunking him down a little bit? I'm not. Yeah, okay. Yes, we are. Easy. Like I said, if you can afford to take Molten Mantle, take Molten Mantle. Wasn't a super impressive run at first, but like, yeah, once we got Molten Mantle, things definitely picked up. That Act 3 was kind of a breeze, and please, if you take this relic that gives you a free, or this, yeah, it gives you a free relic every 4 question marks. Remember you have it. I for the life of me will not remember that. But yeah, fun run. thanks for hanging out. Feel free to come over, catch me on Twitch. I got to do a better job. Twitch.tv/BillyThrottle. We'll probably be playing some Peglin on stream when the new update hits. But we are also playing other card games, especially a lot of Monster Train 2 at this time. So feel free to come catch me over there. But yeah, thanks for hanging around. You guys have a good night. I'll catch you next time. Take care.